Good morning. We are in San Juan de Ortega. This is a church that San Juan built for, or in memory or to honor St. Nicholas, who saved San Juan's life. Unfortunately, we're an hour before opening, so we aren't able to go in. And then
but San Juan is here.
Yeah, San Juan's body is buried in here, and women come to San Juan because he is the patron saint of fertility or something to that effect.
Well, he's seen as a protector of children.
Protector of children. So they come here in hopes of bearing children. And it's attached to a monastery. And then this is all one building. Then there's the albergues and the bed and breakfast, all next door to each other. And down at the end was a very nice coffee shop where we just ate a little breakfast. First dilemma of the day. Looks like we have an alternative route here. So I'm gonna have to study that, see where we're supposed to be going. The little pink line is the way the book was telling us to go. So.
No, the book, because I just read about August and Octopuria.
Okay.
That would be the red line.
Yeah, all right. The app is wrong then, sorry.
Something's wrong.
As we're walking through the piney forest this morning, I neglected to share that at this morning's coffee stop, we actually bought our train tickets from Santiago to Barcelona, where we will catch our cruise home. So got that purchase done, so we have a definitive deadline of the 13th of next month.
Which is a month from now, another month of walking.
And we do have to change train stations. Don't know what that entails, but we have to do that in Madrid. And then I think the last half of our train trip is actually on one of the, what they call them, the fast trains or the high speed rail. So that's my update for this morning. The lady in the purple, older lady, just blew past us. The guy on the right, I call him Mr. Slow and Steady. We have been walking alongside of him for 3 or 4 days. He never says a word to anybody. Just puts his head down, walks at the same speed, never stops. So we'll walk past him. We'll stop for coffee. He passes us up, and then we walk past him and repeat that same scenario over and over. But that's Mr. Slow and Steady. Okay, an update on our detour. We chose to take the right. We ran across a lady who said that is the new, quote, modern trail versus the older trail. So we took that. We've come out of the piney woods into a valley. It's still kind of foggy, especially over here to the right. Starting to clear up on the left. I believe this is the town that we will be going into next. According to the map, it's called Agas. Walking into Agas. I'm not sure how you say it, but if I were a betting man, I would say we're going to have a coffee break. Are we having a coffee break, Suzette?
We'll see how the morning feels.
That's a yes. Looks like a little bamboo farm here. Looking around, we just left a little town. You'll notice down here is Suzette's backpack. You might ask where she's at. She's taking the obligatory potty break. Here she comes back looking refreshed and ready to go.
Go, boy Camino.
When we had to stop for Suzette to take her pee break, see what's in front of us? Slow and Steady caught us up. Caught up with us and passed us up. So we got to do that again. We actually talked to him when we passed him last time. Because he's having some leg problems and he's from Germany. That's the first words I've ever heard him say in the last 4 or 5 days. Earl Campbell, if you're one of my subscribers, and I'm sure you are, the gig is up. I think I figured out how your legs got so big that by the end of this, I should be able to try out for the Oilers. Now, I'm not talking about the Pearland Oilers because they would probably kick my butt, but maybe, you know, like the Sugarland Oilers, Little League, I might be able to try out and win a spot there. So I'm gunning for you, Earl. Some little memorial stones or something. I'm not sure I'll be able to get over into the field without tromping through waist-high grass, but they each have a little plaque on them. Not sure what they say. Probably not in English anyway. Attention! You can only go 30 kilometers per hour, even if you're running late for work. For the last mile, the trail has been extremely rocky, harder to walk over. I think we got about half a mile more. We'll see if Suzette can change from her sandals. She's actually walking through this in sandals into some tennis shoes. I can see why this is where it is. This is where you put your rock, which represents your burdens, and you leave them behind. And how appropriate it's after this crazy rocky minefield. So we brought ours from the US to place in this pile. There's Suzette telling her story. And we came from the valley below here. This was a pretty tough climb. We thought we were on the home stretch of the day. This was a tough one.
How do you feel?
A little less burdensome. And as quickly as we pass this terrain, looks like over the hill. Sorry for the wind. See if I can find it here. Looks like we're coming up on NASA or something. Way in the distance. I think that's our ultimate goal tonight is Burgos. But we got still a few more hours to go to get there. A couple of little towns before we get there. Another decision to make. sign says straightforward. This has signs telling us to go that way. It goes into the, oh, just past the sign said 522 kilometers left to go. Choices. I do see those on the list, but I think they're actually, that's kind of the long way around, but less options. So, who knows? Let me check. Alrighty, we decided to go to the left. I think it's a little further. My guess is about a half hour extra walking, but more scenic. We go through two little towns. The other way bypasses those two towns, and more opportunities for water and stuff like that if we need it.
And if we decide we want to stop for the night, we can too.
Yep. If you didn't hear that, if we feel like stopping, we have a place to stop. The other way, you're just crossing a field. We passed the sign that says that this church restoration is underway. Looks like they got a long ways to go. But no, you get up here, you can see the walls are being built. Kind of cool to see the progress. I wonder how many years it'll take. It'll be pretty cool once done. We are walking towards Rio Pico. I think there was a word before that, but Rio Pico is what it shows on the map. And this little trail that we're walking on right now is where an old mining railroad used to go. And they took the railroad out and made it part of the path. For the last half hour, 40 minutes, we've been walking completely in a circle around the airport, which is basically just the other side of that hill. We're walking into a town called Villafranca. This area has been very industrial, very blue collar, and a bunch of just housing here. But you can tell we're getting close to the big modern city. Oh, and that's cool. Very bustling here in Burgos. We walked down a super busy street, and now we're in a courtyard here full of cafes. Everyone getting ready for church service here on Saturday night. Looks like this will be a busy enough church service. They've set up Probably 100 chairs or more, even outside. Crazy. Okay, so we are sitting outside of the cathedral here in Burgos, Cathedral de Santa Maria, and well, they're going to put on a little performance here. So while we're waiting on that, the detail on this is absolutely insane. You can see it. And it's huge. There's even some spires over on the other side of that wall. And this is the side of the cathedral. So see the buildings. And there's another courtyard up that staircase. Oh, a few nuns there. And then there's a courtyard in front of the cathedral there.